Hey everyone, thanks for joining in for another practice. Today's class is a good all-around flow, working on just sort of savoring all the sweet stuff. So with just enough sweat to help heat up the body, we'll be working specifically on lengthening the inner thighs, the hamstrings, and the calves. So giving a lot of TLC to the legs today. We will also be including a nice creative mandala segment, so turning in different directions. And we'll be taking some time in some upside down postures, either modified or amplified headstand variations, and plenty of time working deeper seated hip openers. For those of you who are dealing with any neck injuries or are new to headstanding, we recommend setting up at home like a headstand support. If you have access to blocks, setting up 4 or 6 blocks flush against the wall, high enough that your head is completely off the ground. Otherwise, 2 chairs with the seat facing each other and blankets pushed up against the wall for shoulder comfort will work as sort of like an inversion bench. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started. A strap or a towel for assisting some leg stretches is also recommended. All right, with all of that, we're going to start on our back and bring the bottoms of the feet together. Let the knees splay out wide in Supta Baddha Konasana. If this is uncomfortable, feet wide and knees together is a great option as well. So let your body relax, and just before you even worry about music, take just a moment to just soften the breath and relax on the ground in silence, in comfort, in ease. Take a big long inhale and then exhale out through the mouth and just let it all go. Saturday practice, let the week's activities sort of just dissipate. And see if you can now settle into a breath rhythm, taking a bit longer on your inhale and exhale. And now, as the body has settled and found some stillness, you can go ahead and bring the knees into your chest. Just kind of hug in for a second here. Take a little rock from left to right. And when you're ready, you can release the feet back to the earth. If you want to start your music, go ahead and do so. The first posture today is going to be a little stretch with the strap. So this is where a towel, a tie, or a strap is going to come in handy. Keep your right knee in and send your left leg forward on the ground. Take that strap and loop it around the bottom of your right foot and sort of floss the strap so it's over your heel, not your arch, not your ball mound. Go over the heel of the foot. Grip with both hands so you have a nice symmetrical grip. But the important part of this posture for today's class is to be active, pushing up through your heel against the strap. Spread your right toes and drive upward through your heel bone. And as you do that, pull down against the strap. You might find a nice deep hamstring and calf stretch as you do. It's okay if there's a little bend in your knee. Just keep driving through your heel. Now hold the strap with just your right hand. Send your left arm out at your left side. And open your right leg to your right, maybe 50 to 75% effort. But again, as you do this, I would like you to drive out through your right heel. And now as well, drive out through your left heel. So as though you're pressing your feet in 2 opposite directions, one up and out, one forward and away. And then go ahead and pull the right leg back up to center. Bend the knee and release your strap and slide the right leg out. Draw your left knee into the chest. Take the strap around the heel of your left foot. So it might again take some finessing to get the strap where you want it to go. And again, the magic today is putting it over the heel, pressing up through your heel bone. Think about lengthening the entire back of your leg as though even if your leg isn't straight, that you're creating space behind the knee and all of the tissue from the top of your calf muscle behind the knee and to the bottom of your hamstrings. Remain active as you drive up and pull down. Now hold the strap with your left hand. Take your right hand at your right side. 50 to 75% effort. Open your left leg to the left. But now, as well, activate your right leg. Press the right foot forward through your right heel. Keep the right hip grounded. And drive both feet in opposite directions. Strong heels here. You're going to see this kind of action quite a bit in today's practice. Dorsiflexion of the feet and the ankle. Inhale and bring the left leg back up. And just bend the knees, set the strap to the side. And bring both knees into your chest. Let's find happy baby pose, Ananda Balasanas. Catch a hold on the outer edge of your feet, but let your elbows fall to the inside of the thighs. Relax your tailbone and just take a second here, an isometrical hip stretch. With the hands to the outside of the feet, start to bring the bottoms of the feet together in that butterfly shape. And if you can, interlace your hands around the outer edge of the feet. And as you do this, think about moving your tailbone down toward the floor and opening the knees just a little bit further away from your arms. Let go of the feet, hug the knees into your chest one more time. Rock and roll up to seated. Take your right shin in front of your left, twist your body over your right knee, stretch your arms out and fold over the right thigh. As you fold, reach the left arm out a little bit longer. Like try to reach the left fingertips out nice and long away from your left shoulder. Slide the hands back through center. Lean back onto your tail. Swap left shin in front of your right. Turn to your left leg and fold. Reach now the right arm out. That's the active, long side bending arm. Walk it on back to center, lean back. And go ahead and then step it back into downward facing dog. Let me just take a couple moments here in downward facing, deep breaths. Give it just another moment here in downward facing. Settle into your rhythm of breathing. Inhale, let's stretch the right leg up and into the air. Bend the knee, open your right hip. Just take a moment rolling into your right foot, pointing and flexing through the toes. And exhale, pull the right leg forward and step it in between your hands to lunge. Lower the left knee down to the floor. Pull the chest forward into your low lunge. Exhale, straighten the right leg and fold over the thigh. And inhale, roll back forward into your low lunge. Exhale, half splits, curl your toes back, bottom of the foot shines forward. Inhale, drop back forward into your low lunge, sink your left thigh. Exhale, half split, pull back and fold. And inhale, come back into your low lunge. And then lift up into a nice lifted low lunge. Arms reach up overhead. Catch a hold onto your left arm. Side bend over to your right. Press into the right leg like the heel is actively pushing down the floor. Lift up through your outer left ribs. And then release, circle the hands down. Lift the back knee and step it into downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch the left leg into the air, reach up. Bend the knee, open your hip. Roll into the ankle or point and flex the foot here for just a moment. And exhale, step the left foot forward in between your hands to your lunge again. Lower the right knee. Keep your fingertips to the earth and draw your chest forward. Exhale, straighten the left leg, hips pull back, fold over the thigh. Inhale, draw back forward, low lunge, sink the hip. Exhale, straighten the leg and fold. Inhale, draw forward, low lunge. Exhale, straighten, fold. Inhale, pull back forward into your low lunge, strengthen your legs and rise. Lifted low lunge, reaching arms overhead. Catch a hold onto the right arm, and then side bend to your left. And as you reach to your left, push down into your left leg. Use that to not only stabilize your balance, but find some strength and open up your right ribs a little more. And then circle the hands down to the floor. Lift the back knee and step to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Stretch the right leg and inhale, one-legged dog. Bend the knee and open your hip. Flex your toes. Now straighten your right leg again. Bend your right knee again. Inhale, straighten, one-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Hold here. Step the right foot forward in between your hands. Keep your back knee lifted. Pull the chest forward. Exhale, straighten the right leg and fold over the thigh. Inhale, draw forward, lunge. Exhale, straighten the leg, fold. Inhale, draw forward, high lunge. Exhale, straighten and fold. Bend back into the right knee, strong legs. Rise to Crescent Pose, reach up. And in your crescent posture, I'm going to catch a hold onto the left arm, side bend to your right. Building on what we took the first round, taking a little bit higher. Scoop your left hip bone forward and up. And as you push down into your right foot, lift and open your left ribs. Circle the hands down. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank pose. Come all the way to the floor, hit the deck. Take the fingertips out nice and wide, lift the elbows, and lift the chest, wide-armed cobra. Turn your left shoulder and dip it down. Inhale and lift it back up. And exhale, dip the right shoulder down. Inhale, lift all the way back up. And then lower the chest down. Pause. Reach the fingertips forward. Keep your heel of your hand lifted, just fingertips, and pull the chest up with straight arms. And exhale, lower back down. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, and go back into downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch the left leg high. Bend the knee and open your hip. Keep the foot flexed. Drive through your heel. Straighten the left leg. Keep the hip open like an upside down triangle. Bend the knee again. Straighten the leg again. Bend the knee. Heel behind you. Straighten the leg. Hold it there. Step the left foot forward in between your hands to lunge. Stay on the fingertips, drive your chest forward, finding your lunge pose. As you exhale, straighten the left leg, fold over your left thigh. Inhale, draw forward lunge. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, come back into your lunge. Strong legs, rise to crescent pose. Catch a hold onto the right arm and lengthen. Side bend over to your left. Open up your right ribs. And circle the hands down to the floor. Step the foot back into down dog. And inhale forward into plank pose. Half or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths here in down dog. And come back to the tiptoes. Switch your gaze forward and step it up to the top of your yoga mat. Come to a halfway lift, send your chest forward. And exhale, fold down, press into the feet as the head dips. Halfway lift on inhalation. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And one more, exhale and fold. And inhale, rise all the way to standing, reach the arms up overhead. Hands to heart center, exhale. Take a moment here at the top of your yoga mat. Some variation on Namaskar. Inhale, raise the arms. Forward fold on exhalation. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Step it on back, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take an inhale, stretch the right leg into the air. Step the right foot in between your hands. Spin the left heel to the floor for warrior one, still face forward. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Close the palms together, gaze up. And then hands come down to the earth, straighten your right leg and fold over your right thigh, stretching the hamstrings. Bend the knee, plant your hands, step it back into down dog, pause, one breath. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step the left foot forward, spin your back heel down. Inhale, strong warrior one, deep bend in your left knee, palms touch. Hands come down, straighten your left leg and fold. Press into your left heel like you're pulling your mat forward. Bend your left knee, plant the hands, step to down dog. Inhale forward into plank pose. Half all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Step the foot forward, spin the heel. Inhale, strong warrior one, palms touch, lift your gaze. Hands down, straighten your right leg, press the heel forward and fold. Bend the knee, plant your hands, down dog, hips high. Inhale, left leg stretches. Step the foot forward, spin your right heel down. Inhale, warrior one, lift all the way up. Hands down, press into the heel, straighten your left leg, fold, think chin toward the shin. Bend the knee, plant the hands, step to down dog. Rock the body forward to plank, big inhale. You can hit the deck or go halfway. Cobra or up dog, down dog. One more round. Inhale, right leg stretches. Step the foot forward as you breathe out. Spin your back heel down. Use your next inhalation to rise. Warrior one. Palms down, straighten the leg as you exhale, pull the hips high. Bend your knee, plant your hands, step it to down dog, and exhale there. Inhale, lift the left leg, step it forward, spin the back heel. Inhale, lift to warrior one. Strong breath, palms touch. Hands down, straighten the leg, fold over the thigh. Bend the knee, step it back, down dog, exhale there. Inhale, move to plank, half or all the way down. Cobra or up dog, downward facing dog. Round or two of breath here in downward facing. Come to the tiptoes, look forward, step or hop to the top, find your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, come down. Press the floor away. Inhale, rise to stand, reach the arms above the head, send the hip bones forward, hands to heart. Inhale, arms lift up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down. Catch a hold onto opposite elbow. Find a ragdoll forward fold. So just take a second here to relax the spine, relax the nape of the neck, releasing any tension, moving the gaze from left to right. Release the hands. Take an inhale and rise all the way back up to standing. Send the arms above the head. Hold here. Catch a hold onto your left arm. Send the fingertips up high and side bend to your right. As you side bend to your right, push down into your left foot. Spin the ribs open. Deep breaths here. Come back up. Switch, catch a hold onto the right, side bend to your left. Press down into the outer edge of your right foot. Send your outer right hip over to your right a little more. Come on back up. Forward fold all the way down. Halfway lift, draw your chest forward. Plant your hands, step or jump back, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing on the exhale. All right, another variation on our namaskar. Inhale, right leg lifts. Step the foot forward in between your hands. Spin your back heel to the floor, pause. Keep your right hand to the ground. As you inhale, sweep your left arm alongside your left ear in side angle pose. Straighten your right leg. Pull into a nice wide triangle. Keep your left arm overhead. Now inhale, straighten your left arm up to the ceiling. Open your chest for triangle. Circle the left hand down. Bend your knee. Plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. Let's do it again. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through, spin your heel down, stay low. Left hand stays. Right arm sweeps alongside the ear, open your chest to side angle. Now exhale, straighten your left leg, keep reaching overhead. Inhale, right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, hand to the floor, bend the knee, go back in a chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Downward facing. Take just a moment here. Inhale, right leg lifts again. Exhale, step it through, spin the heels, stay low. Circle. Left arm overhead, side angle. Exhale, straighten the right leg, keep reaching overhead. Inhale, left arm to the sky, open, full triangle. Exhale, hand down, bend the knee, go right into it, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, downward facing. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step it through, spin the heel, keep left hand where it is, reach right arm, big side bend and side angle. Straighten the left leg, side bend and triangle. Inhale, arm to the sky. Exhale, hand down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe. Control and regulate your breathing pattern. Find down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward, spin the heel. Inhale, left arm reaching. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Hand down, bend the knee, chaturanga. Inhale, rise. Down dog. One more round. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, spin the heel, stay low. Inhale, right arm sweeps overhead. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Move with your breath. Downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Soften the heart back to your thighs. Thigh bones spiral back. Hip bones point up. Deep breath here. Find your tiptoes, look forward. Step, tiptoe, or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Hands to heart. All right, variation on the standing balance here, staying at the top of your yoga mat. It's going to look a lot like tree pose, but just adding in a little element. So stand on your left leg, lift your right knee, open your right hip, take the bottom of the foot to the inner left thigh or calf, draw the tailbone down, press the foot and the thigh together, hands to heart. Draw the navel in, set your gaze, reach your arms overhead. Hold on to your left arm, side bend to your right. Keep pressing your foot into your thigh as you send your left hip over to the left. Push into the left foot. Open the ribs. And come on back, hands to heart, right foot releases. Stand on the right, lift the left, open your hip, plant the foot to the inner thigh. Again, tailbone down, foot and thigh pressed together, navel in. Arms lift overhead. Set your drishti, your gaze. And hold on to the right arm. Start to side bend to your left. Keep the belly pulled in. Keep the tail dropping down. Press into your right standing foot. Come on back up. Release your hands and step the foot down. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Come on down. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, exhale. And then come on back into down dog. Take a couple breaths here. All right, so we're going to work a little mandala flow, so don't be surprised if you find yourself in different directions. Inhale, raise the right leg into the air. Open your hip, please keep your right leg straight, like an upside down triangle. Drive out through the heel and the outer edge of the foot. Pull the navel in and turn your chest. Step the right foot now forward in between your hands to lunge. Lower your left knee down to the earth. Inhale up into low lunge. Bring your left hand onto your right thigh. Sink into your right hip, bring the right hand down to a block or to the earth. Use your left hand, turn your ribs open, and now side bend. Reach your left arm alongside your left cheek and left ear, kind of toward that top right edge of your mat. Press the outside of your right leg into the right arm and turn your ribs open a little more. Circle the hand down. Straighten the right leg and fold, half splits, but walk the hands to the outer left side of your mat. If your back foot needs to turn in a little bit, that's okay. Walk it on back to center. Bend back into your right knee, sink forward into a low lunge. Plant your left hand and twist. Turn your right arm open to your right side. Reach back, catch a hold onto the back foot. If that's a bit too much, just keep your back foot down. If all feels well, open your ribs, open your back a little bit here. And circle the right hand back down. Lift the back knee. Turn it off to Skandasana or side lunge. So walk it toward the left edge of your mat. Sink into your left hip. Plant the left hand and reach your right arm not just up toward the ceiling, but if you can, side bend that arm over toward the back of your yoga mat. Keep the right leg nice and active, driving through the bottom of your foot. A little bit different work here. Take the right hand down, start to drop back onto your hip, and go ahead, come all the way to seated. Take your left inner foot to the inner right thigh, and start to slide the right arm down to the inner right leg. Send your left arm alongside the left ear and lean over that straight leg. Circle the left hand down toward your left side. Inhale, pick up the hips, reach right arm. Exhale, hips down, circle to your right, open into a seated twist. Exhale, left hand circles down. Inhale, lift the hips, reach back. One more time. Exhale, hips down. Circle the left arm above the head. Now this time, circle the left hand down. Inhale and lift your hips. Reach. Turn and face the back of your mat. Find your plank pose. Chaturanga to the back of your mat. Inhale, up into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg is going to lift in the air. Draw your right knee to your upper right arm. Inhale, lift the right leg. A little bit of a good pause there. Exhale, right knee to the right arm. Hold. Inhale, lift it back into the air. One more, knee to the right arm. Hold. Inhale, lift it into the air. Step the right foot forward in between your hands to lunge. Spin the back heel to the floor, find warrior two. All the way up you go. Good. Take the left hand to the back thigh. Turn your right palm up and inhale into reverse warrior, but we're going to take this a little bit deeper here. Turn your ribs down, look toward your back leg, see if you can slide your left hand down a little further. Now hold that leg where it is, press your leg into your hand, start to turn your ribs back open and turn back open to that side bend. Imagine the right fingertips are reaching back behind you. Now sweep the right arm forward, take the hand to the inner right thigh or come to a block. Send the left arm alongside the left ear in side angle pose. Press the arm against the inner right leg. Spin the chest open. Now a long side triangle. Straighten your right leg. Keep reaching your left arm overhead. Imagine your left fingers. We're going to try to reach your right toes. So a really big side bend here in triangle. Lift your left arm, bend your knee, find warrior two. Hands to hips. Straighten the right leg, turn your toes to the left. All right. Variation on wide-legged forward fold. Take a breath in. Exhale and fold on down. So this first forward fold is just to kind of get comfortable. We'll work a little more of the mechanics in the second round. So just take a variation of wide-legged forward fold you're comfortable with. Find a few breaths here. And come on back up to halfway lift. Turn and find the front of your yoga mat lunge pose. So you're lunging on your left foot, plant your hands, and just easy step back into plank. Plant your left hand down to the earth slightly above your shoulder. Turn your feet to the left so you're facing the right edge of your mat. Take the right foot into tree pose, so calf or thigh. When you're ready, right arm lifts, or if you have a green light, catch a hold onto your big toe with your right hand and lift a straight right leg up to the ceiling. So a big toe hold here. Good. And then release the right leg. Come on back into plank. Take chaturanga or skip it, down dog. Good. All right, so one full side of the mandala complete. We're going to finish left side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Open your hip, think upside down triangle. Straight left leg. Drive out through the outer arch of the foot. And exhale, step the left foot forward in between your hands. Find your lunge. Lower the right knee to the earth. And inhale up into a low lunge. Take the right hand on the left thigh, sink forward. Bring the left fingertips down to the earth. Press into the thigh, turn your ribs open to the right. And now reach the right arm alongside the ear, so it's not going straight up, it's not going straight forward, it kind of has a nice diagonal toward that top left corner. Press your knee against the inner left arm. Good, and then circle the hand down, pull the hips back, half splits, but walk it over to your right corner, kind of opening up that half splits. So a lot of this work is designed just to warm up the muscles a little bit, heat up the body a little bit, get a nice sweat going, but also as a reminder for you to savor the sweet side of yoga. So enjoy some of that depth and the release of the lengthening. Come on back into your low lunge. Plant your right hand, take your left to your thigh, turn your ribs open to your left, and if you want it, go ahead and reach your left hand back, catch a hold onto the foot. And circle the left hand down, lift the back knee, turn it off to your right, sink into the right hip only, Skandasana. Once you found that side lunge, plant your right hand, reach your left arm alongside your left ear, so it's a little bit of a side bend in this pose too, and you're kind of reaching toward that back left corner of your mat. And again, a little bit of different work. Circle your left hand down, start to lean back and come on down to the hips. Take the bottom of the right foot to the inner left thigh, slide the left hand down, reach the right arm up and overhead. A little flow here. Circle the right hand down at your right side. Inhale and lift your hips. Exhale, hips down. Circle right arm alongside right ear. Reach toward the foot. Exhale, right hand down. Circle, lift the hips, reach overhead. One more time. Circle, left hand down. Right arm reaches alongside. Take right hand down. Inhale, lift the hips. Turn and face the back, plant your hands, step to plank and lower. Chaturanga at the back of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Down dog facing the back of your yoga mat. Coming full circle, take an inhale, stretch the left leg into the air. Exhale, left knee to the left arm. Pause. Inhale, lift it into the air. Exhale, knee to arm. Inhale, lift it into the air. Exhale, knee to arm. Inhale, lift it into the air. Step the foot forward, find your lunge. Spin your back heel down. Inhale up into warrior two. Take a moment, find a nice long stride in warrior two. Deep breaths. Right hand to right thigh, spin your left palm and inhale into reverse. Turn your ribs in, slide your back hand down further. Open your ribs again, deepening your reverse warrior. Come on back, take side angle, left hand to the inner left ankle. Reach the right arm alongside the right ear toward the top of your yoga mat. Big side bend here. Hold that side bend. Keep your right arm reaching alongside the ear toward the back of your mat. Straighten your left leg. Wide stride and triangle. And if the chest can come down a little bit more, as though the right fingertips were going to grab for that left foot, go for it. Might not be anywhere near it. It's okay. Come on back to warrior two. Lift up. Straighten the left leg. Turn your toes to the right. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, a little more mechanics here in our wide-legged forward fold. Feet are about your wingspan, distance apart, toes in a little more than heels. Look at your hands. We want them shoulder width distance apart. Spread your fingers. Take your wrists and align them so they are underneath your elbows, so your forearms are vertical, and squeeze your elbows in a little bit. Fingertips should be behind your head, so you should be looking back at your fingertips, not next to your fingertips. So your body's essentially in a tripod. Lift back up halfway. Turn it back forward into your lunge. Step it back into plank. Plant your right hand slightly forward. Drop the heels to your right. Top foot, left foot into tree. Left arm can lift, or catch a hold onto the left big toe. Go for Vashisthasana 2, Vashisthasana B, hand to big toe. Keep your chest lifting, drive up through your heel, and release. Chaturanga or down dog. Big inhales, big exhales. Go ahead, lower the knees, sit your hips back, and find a child's pose here. All right, so a little different here. We'll go ahead and come up to seated. Now, Jenny and I are going to move our mats to the wall. If you do have wall space and would like to work some inversion at the wall, go ahead and readjust your mat. Now, you'll see Jenny's going to do this without the use of any props. Those of you who are dealing with any kind of neck injury or are just newer to headstanding, I have 6 blocks here, and 6 because that's the height that I need to rest my shoulders to keep my head off of the ground. So you don't want your head even on the ground at all. Okay, we want it elevated. If you do not have those blocks, simply putting 2 chairs, so the seats are facing each other, the backs of the chairs are further away. The seats are facing each other and they're up against the wall. And then actually standing up and putting your shoulders on the seat of the chair will work. Okay, so you'll see us, head is going to come down, or if you do have that prop, shoulders are going to come down onto those props. And you'll see our hands here are a tripod. Your thumbs are not next to your ears. Your fingertips are back behind your eyesight. You should be able to see all 10 fingertips. Okay, now see if maybe the right knee can pull up onto that right arm. And now try the left knee onto the left arm. Try the right knee again on the right arm. Left knee on the left arm. We're going to do it one more time each side. Little core work here. Right knee onto the right arm one more time. Point the toes. And left knee on the left arm, maybe both feet at the same time. Point the toes up toward the ceiling. Hold a tripod right here. Keep elbows hugging in. And then the feet can come down. Go ahead, step it on back in a child's pose. When we want to work our tripod headstand, the aim is not to just put as much weight on our head as we can and hope for the best. The goal is to have core turned on, shoulders turned on. Think a solid 80% of your effort is going to be between your core and your hands and your shoulders, and maybe a solid 10 to 20% effort, we'll say, in the top of your head. We do want the absolute top of your head, not your forehead on the earth, top of your head. All right, so different entrance, if that felt good. And you have all the time in the world since you're at home to practice this. We're going to start from a wide-legged standing forward fold. Hands to hips, feet are wide. You'll come down, you'll rest the shoulders on your props, or the head will come down to the earth. You'll let your hips rock back, you'll find the tiptoes. You'll tone your thighs, hug the elbows in, and start to float the legs up into your headstand. Now, if this is newer to you, go ahead and just let your legs rest against the wall. Okay? Otherwise, if you can, pull your belly in. Don't just try to lift your legs. Don't get concerned with the legs. Pull your navel in. Squeeze the legs together. If this is feeling okay, turn the toes out and open your legs into a wide straddle. Just see how that feels. If it's still okay, keep your wide straddle. Bring the bottoms of the feet together, knees out wide, butterfly in your headstand. Another breath. Open your legs back out to a straddle. And then start to control as you let your feet come down nice and wide. And then take it on back into a child's pose and rest your legs, your spine, your head, your arms, and your shoulders. And tripod headstand will feel pretty invariably will feel different than your forearm headstand, which is a little more supported. Tripod headstands maybe sometimes feels easier to do, but there are a lot of complex things about it, so we don't want to put too much pressure into the head. All right, so we're going to transition back away from the wall and we're going to work a couple seated postures here. So when you're ready, go ahead and just come to a seated pose. Nice. Take the right foot to the inner left thigh. Turn your ribs forward and go ahead, fold. Janu Shirshasana. You can catch a hold onto the foot. Or if all feels well and you want to go a little bit deeper, you can reach your fingertips forward and catch a hold onto your left hand with your right fingertips. Go ahead, come on up, lean back, switch your legs. Left foot in, right foot straight, fold. Janu Shirshasana A. And again, if you want to go a little deeper, reach the fingertips forward, catch a hold onto your right hand with your left fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest. And then step your left foot out next to your right. Paschimottanasana. Go ahead and fold all the way down. Catch a hold onto the big toes, or maybe just resting the hands at your sides. And go ahead, lift on back up. Take the hands at your sides or slightly back behind you. Take the legs out wide. Upavishta Konasana, kind of the pinnacle of what we've been working toward. Drive out through both feet and use the hands to press into the earth to lift your spine. Now, hands are either going to stay behind you, or you're going to take the right hand in front of you and start to walk your chest over your left leg. In this posture, we tend to see the feet want to just relax and turn in. I want you to not allow your legs to become complacent. Drive out through both feet. Drive out through both heels. Pull into the hands. Lift your chest. Turn and walk your left hand alongside the right leg and fold now over the right thigh. And again, legs are active. Feet are active. Walk it on back to center. And now, go ahead and draw forward into your full Upavishta Konasana forward fold. Go ahead, lift it on up, lean back, draw the knees in, give them a little hug. Slide the left leg out, cross the right foot to your left. You can either stay there or bring your bottom heel, your left heel over to your right hip, Gomukhasana. And take just as much of a forward fold as you'd like here. This is just a counter pose to all of your inner thigh stretching. I'm just going into the outer hip a little bit. Come on up, lean back, switch. Right leg goes out long, left foot crosses. You can stay there or draw the right heel over to your left hip. Take a fold. And come on up, lean back, uncross, come on down to your back. So a strap or towel might help here. We're just going to assist with one last little leg opening posture. Going to rock the knees a little bit here before we get into it. Stretch the left leg out, keep your right knee in. This is where you can loop up your strap around the bottom of the right foot or catch a hold onto the outer arch of your right foot with your left hand, so crossed hand. Open your right arm to your right side and take that right leg all the way to your left in a full twist. Kind of key in this is to bend your left elbow, and that kind of helps to prop up the leg a little bit. Imagine as though your left arm were pulling the foot back, or almost pushing it back into the hip joint. And bend the knee, roll on back to center. Switch right leg out long, left knee into the chest. You can take a strap around the foot or catch a hold with your right hand. Start to rotate and drop it off to your right. Open your left arm. Last movement here before we find our rest, so just enjoy. Take another moment or two here. Start to soften the muscles of the face and relax the jaw. And then take it back up. Bend the knee. Rinse out the legs a little bit. Slide it on out. Take up some space. Drop into Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining us for another practice. Our hearts into each of yours with deep respect and so much love and gratitude. Namaste.